Hi, friends. Hope you're having a great day. I have some words of inspiration for you today. I want to talk to you about, are you a person who is easily offended? Yikes. Don't let that offend you just because I asked. You're like, what? I don't think so. Well, I think all of us can be at different points and over different times and people and subjects, and sometimes we can be more easily offended than others depending on our mood, our day, that person at work who's always bothering us. But there's a scripture that I learned several years ago, and I say it to myself when I feel myself getting easily offended. If somebody has said something or done even the littlest thing, and I feel myself getting all like that. It's Psalm 119, verse 165. It says, "Great peace have those who love thy law, and nothing shall offend them." In another translation, it says, "Nothing can make them stumble." And if there's anything that is going to make you stumble in your walk with God, it's going to be you getting all offended far too often. You know, when Jesus hung on the cross, he said, "Father, forgive them, for they don't know what they do." And that was the people who were killing him, had hung him on the cross, were torturing him. In his word, he says that we are to love our enemies and to do good to those who despitefully use us. Now, does that mean that you shouldn't have boundaries with people? Well, of course you should, and that might be for another talk that we have. But for this talk, usually it's not big things. It's those little things that sometimes we get offended at. Somebody cut in front of us in line. Somebody cut us off in the car driving. Somebody didn't say something to us. They didn't shake our hand or say hello, and you're just easily offended. Well, it could be for a lot of reasons. And one of them might be because you've been hurt a lot in the past. But I want to tell you a secret about love. When you sow love, seeds of love out, they are eternal. It's an eternal thing. And when you sow love, it will come back to you. It will. And usually in greater measure. So let's say you sow love to a person, kindness, love, and they give you nothing but ugliness and ring, and slap you in the face or just be all like, whatever. And you're like, well, I ain't never being nice to them again. Whatever, I'm not even talking. And you get all like that. Don't do that. That cancels out your love seed that you sowed, and nothing's going to come back to you. When you sow seeds of love, it may or may not come back off of that same person. So let's say I sowed love to a lady named Jill. No, I don't know somebody named Jill. I don't think I do. Well, anyway, no Jill has ever offended me. Okay, I'm just using pretend names, okay? So I sow love to a lady named Jill, and she is bad back to me. Well, so what? In God's kingdom, I have done the right thing. I have been kind. I've shown love. I've been good to somebody. Now, I may not get it back off of her, kindness and love and all of that, but because I sowed love, which is an eternal seed, out into the kingdom, I will get it back off of, let's say a lady over here named Joan decides to pay for my dinner or buy me an iced tea or something. I don't know, whatever. Give me a compliment or something. Well, I may not have sown it off of, what was the first person's name? Jill. But he did off of Joan. I hope you understand what I mean. Let your heart fill up with more love for God and more love for others. And you'll find yourself not being as easily offended. And you also will find yourself, when you are sowing seeds of love, that it doesn't matter if you get the love back off that person or not. You just let that go. That's between them and God, how they act. But you realize that by you sowing seeds of love out into the kingdom, that you will get it back. And when God brings it back to you, always brings it back to you in greater measure. That's just how it works. So you're really missing out if you are an easily offended individual who holds all your cards in close and you won't sow seeds of love out. You're not kind to people. You don't give to people. You don't pay people compliments. You're just closed in your shell. Well, that's probably the life that you'll end up living. But if I do understand you may have been hurt in the past, but if you will go ahead and sow seeds of love out to other people, it will come back to you. Just stop expecting where it will come back, because God will bring it from all kinds of angles, but he will bring it back to you. So don't be easily offended. Let stuff roll off of you like a duck. Just roll off of you and be a person of love and light for Jesus. So those are my words of inspiration for today. Stop being so easily offended. Don't be offended. Share this video. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so I love you. So until next time, I promise to try to be more faithful to do more words of inspiration for those of you that enjoy visiting with me on these little times we have together. So I love you. Be faithful to Jesus. He is always faithful to you. Always. See you next time. Love you. Bye.